Greetings, adventurers. Today's video is sponsored by MoYu Store, an online hobby store that sells really fascinating metal models and 3D puzzles. Their models are really beautiful and detailed, and each model kit comes with all of the pieces clearly labeled that you'll need, as well as a detailed photo instruction guide and all of the tools that you'll need. So the right size screwdrivers and wrenches and all that kind of stuff, so you don't have to worry about your tools getting up and walking away like mine always seem to do. These models inspire creativity and problem solving in children and adults alike. And their models range in difficulty from a beginner model builder all the way up to advanced and professional speed builders. So MoYu Store sent me a few different models actually to build. You'll get to see them in the video. The character in the video will get to show you. They are really detailed and really beautiful. Some of them were a little bit simpler and took me maybe about an hour. And then there's one at the end that was very detailed and took a long time, but was so much fun and really satisfying when it was done. Building and creating things like that is something that I've always really enjoyed. It's something that, to me, is really relaxing because it's something that my mind can really focus on. And it's stimulating and diverting and a lot of fun. So, if you would like to check out MoYu Store for yourself, check out the link in the description below. And you can use the coupon code ASMR to receive 10% off your order. So, thank you so much to MoYu Store for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching. These are quite fun, aren't they? Yeah, I'm going to pick up a pair of these for myself. Wow. Look at the prismatic auras on that. Incredible. Oh, hello. I'm so sorry, I didn't see you standing there. These are quite fascinating. You put them on and you can actually see sort of prismatic auras around people. It's fascinating. Anyway, hello, welcome to the Dancing Sprocket. What can I do for you today? Oh, wonderful. Yes, of course. We have so many wonderful things that would make an excellent gift for anyone that you're shopping for, I'm sure. Now, this person that you're shopping for, is it a child or an adult? Okay, well, we are, specialised in toys and games and fun things like that. Not that adults cannot enjoy those things. In fact, this world would probably be a much better place if adults took more time to just have fun sometimes. But we do love shopping for children here. A child's mind is something that it's honestly one of the most powerful forces in the world. Their imagination, their sense of wonder, their not believing in the word impossible. That's something that the owner of the shop here, Abigail, says all the time. But we don't say impossible here, we just say it hasn't happened yet. Anyway, so this child that you're buying a gift for, what are some things that they are interested in? Inventing. Wonderful. That is such an exciting thing. I was quite the little tinkerer myself when I was a child. So, you're looking for a gift that would maybe sort of spark their interest in inventing more, yes? Wonderful. Well, we have quite a lot of options that could do that. We have some different tools and equipment that could be quite fun. We also have quite a lot of toys or other models or kits or things. You're not quite sure? Okay, well, why don't I just show you a few options then? Do you see if anything sticks out to you? Okay. Okay. And if anything that I grab, you know, if it doesn't do it, we can look at some other options as well, alright? Okay, let's see, where should we start? Oh, let's start here, shall we? Every inventor needs a good pair of goggles. Now, you could get these prismatic spectrum ones, or you can just get, you know, more of a standard eye protection type of goggle. There are lots of different goggles that do lots of different things. Some of them help you see at night. Some of them, like this pair, help you see prisms or spectrums, things that are, you know, not necessarily visible to the naked eye. And then of course you have some that shade you from bright lights, which are especially useful if you're going to be working with any sort of, you know, welding or sparks, things like that. And then of course everyone should just wear goggles when they're working with machinery or inventions, just to make sure that you don't, you know, accidentally get something into your eye. So we could look at some different pairs of goggles, if you would like. They've already got a good pair of goggles. Good. That's a good first step to being a good inventor. Glad that they have some eye protection. Well, then we also have things. This is not necessarily for protecting the eye, but it is for seeing things in a different way. We've got something like this, a magnifier. See, it's got different lenses here that you can move, and they magnify things at different levels. So if you need to see something somewhat close, you can look through this one, or a little bit closer, you can look through this one, or if you need to look at something very, very closely, then you can put them together, and that is the strongest magnification. Yes, it is quite useful, especially if you're going to be someone working with things that are very small, very detailed. Many things that inventors make, many little pieces of machinery and machinations can be quite small, and you need finesse. So, this is something that could be interesting, perhaps. Otherwise, we do have some other magnification tools as well. This is one, you can see it's just on a chain here. So this one you just wear around your neck. So it's always right where you left it. You know, sometimes with other tools, it's easy to put them down and forget where they went. I mean, I never do that. Never. My tools never just get up and walk away from me. But the nice thing about this being on a chain is that you just pick it up, use the lens as you need to, and then you just drop it and it's just around your neck. So that is something that could be perhaps interesting as well. If your little inventor is someone who loses things easily. They are. You know, sometimes I think that the reason that inventors seem to misplace things is because we just have so many other things going on in our mind. We see the vision of what we're working on so clearly, or we don't quite see it, but we're getting there, and we focus so much on whatever it is that we're doing that sometimes we just forget where we put a screwdriver. Maybe there's something more to it than that, but I don't know. Maybe that just makes me feel better. Anyway, so that's of course an option as well. Oh, this could be something quite good too. You know, lots of times when an inventor is creating something, you might not get it exactly right on the first try. And that's what makes it exciting. You know, sometimes inventions have to go through several different models, several different sort of trials before they get it right. And sometimes you have to perfect different pieces before you can put together a whole. And so it's very important for an inventor to have a journal where they could keep all of their notes about their different experiments and trials, different models, so they can record things that work and things that don't work. You know, sometimes people see failure as something that is to be avoided and something that's horrible, but really, you can learn quite a lot from failures if you are willing to learn. So a lovely journal like this could be an excellent gift for an inventor. This one has quite a few pages, you can see here, full of potential for a new little inventor to write down all of their ideas. Also, sometimes you might have an idea, but you don't necessarily have the time right then to make it work. You know, so sometimes it just starts as an idea and it's a little scribble. And then later on, you know more, you have more experience, and you can make it happen. Every inventor needs a good journal. This one in particular, you can see it's quite lovely. It's got all these different details on it. It's got some gears here, different pieces of different machinations. This even turns, see? Quite fascinating, and we can have their initials put here as well. So that could be a lovely gift for your little inventor. Otherwise, we do have some very, very exciting different things that you can only find here. We have oodles and oodles of different models of things. Now, some of these things are toys. Some of them are different games or puzzles. And then some of them are functional art, like a little light or perhaps a little stand for something. Now, all of these models you can buy here, fully put together, or you can actually buy the kit itself, and then your little inventor could put it together themselves. Would you like to see some of those? Wonderful, wonderful. Let me grab a few, okay? Let me see, where should we start? Let's start with this one. Now this adorable little model here, you can see it's a little butterfly. A cute little butterfly. It's got these lovely little iridescent wings. And all these little pieces are assembled one at a time to create this lovely little butterfly friend there. You can see the little body of it as well. The little face, the antenna. Now this is one of our simpler models. It will probably only take your inventor, perhaps a few hours. An hour, maybe, if they're particularly motivated. But it's a wonderful beginning model for someone who, is still sort of learning the machinations of things. You can see all these just fascinating little colours there. All these little tiny screws and facets. Now the little kits that we sell, they come with all of the pieces that that they will need, as well as some of the little tools as well. So everything that they need to create the little model is right in the kit, including the instructions, of course. It's not just a bunch of pieces and they have to figure it out. Although sometimes our more advanced children who come in here, they like to take these simpler models and see if they can figure it out just from looking at the finished picture. It's quite a fun little brain exercise. So there's this little butterfly here. Like I said, this is one of our simpler ones, but it is quite lovely, quite fun. You're looking for something a little more complex. Okay, perfect. Let me, yes, I know which one. Hold on. Alright, now this one is another butterfly, as you can see. It's got some lovely painted wings there. Absolutely gorgeous, hand painted right here in-house. But the design of this one is a bit more complicated. As you can see, we've got quite a few more parts there in the body. It's absolutely adorable. All these different little parts. You've got the little face there with the antennae. Absolutely fascinating. So this one takes a bit more time, but of course the reward for doing it is all that much more fun as well. See, it's also got all of these little facets right on the wings. Lots and lots of fun here. You know, these little kits are an excellent gift for not only children who are, you know, thinking of becoming inventors someday, but also just children who perhaps need a bit more challenge in life. This can be something to help them focus and just to, you know, keep them occupied, keep their minds sharp. Absolutely lovely. All the little details that went into there. Maybe? Okay. Maybe it's good. Now, we do also have some kits that are very, very complex. These I would suggest for more of an advanced child or an adult. Of course, you know the level of the inventor that you're buying for more than I do, but it may be worth looking at, especially if this child is looking for a particular challenge. Okay, alright, let me go get it. Just a moment. This might be one. Here we are. Now this piece, as you can see, is incredibly detailed. This is a model of a lanternfish. Now lanternfishes are quite interesting. They're a predatory fish that lives in the deep, dark waters of the ocean. And they have this little lure right attached to them. It has a little light on it. And that's how they lure other fishes into them. They see this little light and they think that it is a very small bioluminescent fish. And they go to try to eat it, and then when they try to eat the lure, then the lanternfish eats them. So as you can see, this actually has a little working light on it. You can just unscrew it to turn it off, screw it on to turn it back on. It's quite fascinating. Now, this model is over 1,000 pieces that you get with the kit, and about 150 steps to put it all together. So, like I said, it is much more complex than those little butterflies. But the payout for finishing something like this quite a lot of fun here to be had. You can see the little details on the fins there, the dorsal fin, all the little pieces on the lantern there as well. So many different little parts. And then this actually comes on little wheels here, so you can set it down and wheel it around. And the tail fin is quite detailed as well. All kinds of little moving parts. And then the kit also comes with a few different sizes of screwdrivers, little wrenches, so that you have everything that you need. And we do also take the time to label all of the different pieces as well, so you know exactly what you're looking at. So it's quite fascinating. I like the little eyes as well, isn't that fun? This is something that intrigues you. That's good to know. This is quite a project, but goodness is it fun, especially for someone who likes inventing and building. You start with all of these different bags full of all of these tiny little pieces, and then at the end you have this. Oh look, there's even a little propeller on the back too. Yeah, see? Every time you look at it you see something new, especially after you've taken all those hours to put it together. You get to really appreciate all the little details because you get to actually build them all. Quite fascinating. Quite fascinating. So this is something that interests you for your little inventor. You think they're up to the challenge? Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so pleased to hear it. Now, would you like to buy it like this, all together? Or would you like to buy the kit so that they can put it together themselves? The kit. I was hoping you would say that. It is hours and hours of fun. Alright, well let me put this back. And then I'll get you that kit, alright? Make sure I've got the right one here. Yes, okay. Here we are. This is the little kit. As I said, it's got over 1,000 pieces in here, all labelled. And then the detailed instructions, as well as a few little tools that you'll need as well. So, this is everything that your little inventor needs to make that fascinating little lanternfish. And of course, if at any time that they get stuck at all, please tell them to bring it in, and we will be more than happy to assist, or just to sort of point them in the right direction. Sometimes when you're working on something that is so complex, you just sort of second guess yourself, saying, is that really what that picture means? Not speaking from experience there at all. But we are happy to offer reassurance, guidance, or even to, help do one of the more difficult steps if they need that. We want all of our inventors to succeed, to be able to hold that finished product and feel proud of it. And there's no shame in asking for help, especially when working on something so very challenging. The challenges are fun, but we don't want anything to be too challenging to the point where it gets frustrating. Exactly. It's about that balance. Challenging, perhaps you maybe need to do something, a few times, or will really take some time, but not so challenging that it feels impossible. And the payout becomes, you know, it's too high of a cost to get there. Exactly. So we want to make sure that all of our inventors know that we are every down. So here is your kit then. Was there anything else that you would like to pick out for them today? Oh yes, of course. Yeah, let me give that to you. You're interested in the magnifiers as well. Was it this one that you were thinking of, or this one? Yes, it is a difficult choice. This one you've got the benefit of having the different, you know, strengths of magnification. But this one you have the benefit of not losing it. Keeping it around your neck and always having it where you need it. So, which one did you think? Good choice. I mean, I don't think either of them is a bad choice. It's just really up to you and up to what you think your inventor would appreciate the most. Okay, I will add that into here for you then. Now, is there anything else that I can do for you today? Okay, well, I hope that your little inventor loves their gift. If you don't mind me asking, what's their name? Isabel. Well, I hope that Isabel has lots and lots and lots of fun with that kit. And like I said, if she ever needs help, have her come in or write letters or anything like that. We love to hear from inventors and brilliant minds of any age. Okay, well, thank you so much for visiting the Dancing Sprocket. Have a great day.